welcome back to the third break of Morning Thailand. I've just got these updates on the particular case. Just quickly here, the civil court has just ordered the hypermarket Tesco Lotus to pay 4 million baht to its arch rival Big C supermarket.
Okay, so what did they do?
Seriously, 2 years ago, the Tesco Lotus has marketing its campaign urging
The
clients of
Carrefour,
if
right?
you remember,
Right.
the Carrefour that have been bought by Big C later last year or just 2 years ago. I cannot exactly remember. However, Ekachai Distribution Center, the local operator of Tesco Lotus, has already launched the campaign allow shoppers to use the Carrefour's cash coupons to buy goods from their stores, and they will offer more discounts to the clients.
Right, but the company that took over
the Big
Carrefour
C.
is Big C.
Right.
Right, so that will create problem. The thing is, Kun Fai, in North America, this strategy, marketing strategy, is very common. That
Right.
you can actually do this for other stores as long as you're willing to do it. However, here in Thailand, I think the rule of competition in the market is a little bit different, and you can't do that here. Not at all,
However,
obviously.
so far the court ruled that this marketing ploy did not violate the Trade Competition Act here in Thailand. Big C claimed that the loss in damages is 416 million baht.
So
However,
they're requesting for
Right.
a large
400
sum.
million
So that
baht.
might not work, but 4 million, that
so they
might
just got 4 million
doable.
baht.
Okay, well, that's a lot of zeros that not really get to follow that.
Seriously, I'm not pretty sure it's our rights to
Pick and choose
Right.
anyway, right? Like if you're able to offer it, I think that's one other thing. Like I think it's encourage marketing strategies is reduce down the price.
Right.
So I'm not sure. Maybe Big C should come up with something, even more
appealing.
exactly.
So moving on to something more serious this morning. The
Yes.
speculation over the cabinet reshuffle yesterday. Kun Gov told you that the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra had summoned some of the ministers in the government to submit their qualifications, their CV, their
Right.
work achievements in the middle of the night.
Yeah, about 8:30 at night.
Oh.
So it's
That's not official hours.
no, not really. She works late apparently.
However, speculations had already come out that she has already concluded the first cabinet lineup of the Yingluck Five.
Yingluck 5. Oh, because every time you reshuffle, you have this particular numbers.
And the major changes might affect around 17 to 20 seats in the government. So somebody might be in hot seat right now, especially Kun Bunsong Teriyapirom, the Commerce Ministry, which has been a lot criticized a lot over his failure in tackling the rice pledging program, and also the labor minister, because earlier Kun Yingluck did not really satisfied with his performance, as he could not come out and help the government and also the commerce ministry in clarifying about the rice pledging scheme as well.
Well, that is a big issue, that's for sure. Now, I think we have to look at this and then think that Kun Yingluck probably tied this a lot, like based her decision a lot on the whole rice pledging scheme.
Yes.
And the great scandal, because obviously it has been long ongoing and it seems like there's no end to it. Not at
No,
this
not
point
yet.
anyway.
So last night, Kun Yingluck Shinawatra was reported talking with her sister, Kun Yewapha Wongsawat, if
Okay.
you remember. She is Kun Thaksin's sister, Kun Yingluck's sister, and a few certain people in the Shinawatra family.
So
Nobody has come out and named Kun Thaksin Shinawatra yet. However, it seems that a lot of changes might affect Kun Chalerm Yubamrung, the deputy prime minister. He might go to sit on the labor ministry seat. Kun Niwat Thamrong Bunsong Paisarn would take over the commerce minister seat. And also the education minister will change hand to Kun Jaturon Chai Sang. If you remember, he was one of the members of the 111 of the Thai Rak Thai party, which has been banned from politics for 5 years, and he just got back.
Oh, okay.
So welcome back to politics, and also the science ministry seat will go to คุณพีรพันธ์ พาลุสุข and MP from Yasothon province คุณปวีณา หงสกุล
Oh, that's a familiar name.
To go to the social development minister seat.
Now,
Yesterday, excuse
okay,
me,
sorry.
คุณเสริมศักดิ์ พงษ์พานิช the son of คุณสรวงศ์เทียนทอง
Right,
the
คุณ
son
สรว
of
งศ์
คุณสนอเทียนทอง will be the might be the deputy minister of the interior, while the interior minister might be คุณสมศักดิ์ พงษ์พานิช
Oh, okay. So that's like a clear names because yesterday was just Daily News.
Right.
Daily News was the only newspaper that actually come outright and say that, you know what, there is going to be a reshuffle, and today it's blasted in every newspaper. So I guess Daily News is fast. They got to incite people there.
Right, 17 to 20 seats, that's a lot. And you got to remember that it's going to be 2 full years for คุณยิ่งลักษณ์ ชินวัตร in the administrative in August.
So maybe we will see 6 and 7, Ying Lak 6 and 7, the reshuffle. Who knows? But I think it's good because, you know, if it doesn't work, change it.
Right.
Have someone else do a better job at it. That might be a good start as well. Now, moving on to another interesting case, Kun Phai, and the thing is, if you have heard of Black May, this is actually the whole situation that happened during April to May of 2010. So about 3 years ago. And this situation caused a lot of death where a lot of protesters, at the time the government was Kun Apisit Wechachiwa as the prime minister during that time, and Kun Suthep Thirksuban of course was the deputy prime minister during the time. Now these two were obviously responsible or held responsible for the death that occurred during April and May of 2010.
Right.
Now they say that there's a lot of talks about black clad, the troops that armed with rifles, so on and so forth, and start shooting into the crowd itself. And some identify them as the officials, and some still speculate on that. Apparently, the DSI submitted reports to the Office of Attorney General accusing Kun Apisit and Kun Suthep Thirksuban, of course, of premeditated murder as well as attempted murder in the connections with that crackdown of the red shirt protesters in April and May of 2010. Now they say that DSI case charges Kun Apisit and Kun Suthep in relation to the detail of the deaths of taxi driver as well as the 9-year-old boy who seriously injured in that conflict during the crackdown. Now they say that at this point, the investigation has already been ongoing and handed in the report already to the Director General of the Office of Special Cases, recommending the indictment of Kun Apisit and Kun Suthep. Of course, Kun Apisit came out and said that he went in to talk along with Kun Suthep, of course, which lasts about 20 minutes when they talked to the officials, rejecting all these particular accusation, and also submitted letter to the OAG to request justice as well as questioning DSI's jurisdiction in handling this particular case. So I think there's a lot more into it. I think we can probably hear more about this particular case on where it's going to go, because the thing is, this is almost like a political issue as well as, you know, obviously a murder case.
It might be a false allegation as well. Who
Exactly.
knows?
So there's a lot of speculation going on, but, you know, we'll keep you posted on what's going on and what happened in this particular case. So with that, we're going to take a very short break, but of course, like we said yesterday, Kun Chain will not be here, but she will call in, so we can still hear about it. I believe she's going to talk about the cases of, I'm not quite sure.
The DSI
the
case
DSI, right?
regarding this Kun Apisit and Kun Suthep going
So we're
to
gonna
the office
hear
yesterday.
a little bit more about this, so please stay tuned.